Hi there, these comments are for TP, and I am Michael, the founder, owner, and the materials writer for all of your lessons at the 7-Step System to Pass the TOEFL IBT. And let's take a look at your specific situation. You say, I have scheduled the TOEFL test. I've scheduled the TOEFL test for August 6th and already, I'd probably say here, have been accepted for a master's degree. Maybe put the comma here. But I need to meet their English language requirements and score a minimum of 92 on the test. I have taken the test twice, and the first time I scored 83, and the second 78. Do you think you'd be able to help me pass the test? How does your training program work? I would say here, I have lived, I would use present perfect here in this last sentence here. So you have, I have lived and worked in the U.S. for the past 10 years and ironically cannot pass the test. Please let me know. The answer is, do you think you would, can I help you pass the test? Can I help you reach 92? Yes. Of course, yes. Yes, yes, yes. But the other question is, can I help you reach this goal by August 6th? And the answer there is most likely no. I mean, we got to be realistic here. I mean, you just sent me this email a couple of days ago, right? So if you look at the schedule here, you're talking about, even if you started the course yesterday, you have, or tomorrow, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You have 9 to 10 days at the most. And what you want to do is, let's assume your score right now is 78. So you want to go about 14 points higher than what your score is right now. Now, my experience is, TP, most students, I mean, if they're working super hard, they're studying every day, they're getting their exposure, they're going through the lessons in my course, most students improve about 5 to 10 points for each month that they study. Right? So, and in your case, you have a special difficulty that I want to add on to your situation. You've already lived in the United States for 10 years. And for whatever reason, during those 10 years, you have not really improved, at least not significantly. You have not significantly improved your English skills, at least not at the extent that you can reach your goal on the TOEFL test. And even in this email here that you wrote, I can tell you, you're already having trouble with verb tenses, right? I changed this last thing, instead of the simple present, I changed this to the present perfect. Now, if you haven't figured this out in 10 years, I mean, what makes you think you're going to figure this out in 7 or 8 days? What I'm trying to say is, it is very possible that a lot of your language use problems and your delivery problems have fossilized. Fossilization is a term that we use in linguistics and in psycholinguistics specifically with second language acquisition to mean that your brain has already shut down its learning of English and it doesn't want to learn anymore for whatever reason. Now, it's very likely that that has happened. If that has happened, if fossilization has occurred in your case, TP, where you have fossilization with your pronunciation and fossilization with your grammar and your vocabulary, you can get better, but it will take quite a while to undo all of these bad habits that you've been doing for years and years and years. First of all, we have to recognize what all these bad habits are when it comes to your pronunciation and when it comes to your vocabulary and your grammar usage as it relates to writing and speaking. We have to first recognize what they are, then we have to break all those bad habits, then we have to learn new habits. And all of these things take time. So it is my opinion that is probably not likely that you can go from 78 to 92 in just 7 or 8 days. It's not very likely. All right, now let's go back to your other question. How does your training program work? All right, let's explain that. If you go to my YouTube channel, I'll give you a link. If you go to M. Buckoff 1965, or you go to the YouTube and type in the words, the 7-step system to pass the TOEFL IBT, you can see some of the videos I do for my students. You can see the kind of feedback I give them when they do writing and speaking practice tests. So my training program works as follows. I developed a password-protected website that has more than 700 lessons to help you improve your vocabulary, pronunciation, grammar, reading, listening, writing, and speaking areas. So what you do is you start going through all these lessons and you begin completing practice tests and quizzes, and you'll be reading content and watching videos. You'll be doing all of that. So as you do your pronunciation, speaking, and writing practice, then I provide feedback to you. I will tell you what your issues are. I will tell you what lessons you need to focus on to get better. And then you'll study those lessons, you'll practice those exercises, and you'll continue to post more speaking and writing, and I'll give you more comments. But remember that my course is not just for speaking and writing. My course helps you develop all of your academic English language abilities as they relate to vocabulary, grammar, pronunciation, listening, reading, writing, and speaking. So that's kind of how my course works. My recommendation for you is I recommend that you use my program for 2 or 3 months. Now, as you do your writing and speaking practice tests, once you're getting close to 24 to 25 points on your speaking and writing practice test consistently, then that means that you're close to reaching your goal of getting 92. That's what that would mean. And I don't know how long that will take for you to get to that level, because honestly, I know you have some writing problems by reading the email, but I don't know the extent to which you have writing issues. I don't know the full extent of your problems with your speaking right now, because I don't know what pronunciation issues you have. I don't know what problems with language use you have when you're speaking. All of these things will begin to manifest themselves as you begin completing speaking and writing practice tests. So that's kind of how my course works. All right, if you want to know a little bit more about how my course works, you can go to onlinetoeflcourse.com. You'll notice at that web page, I tell you about each section of my course by video. So if you want the full explanation of exactly how my online TOEFL course works, go to onlinetoeflcourse.com. You can watch the first video, which introduces you to my course, then watch the video that focuses on vocabulary, then the one which focuses on pronunciation, then grammar, then listening, then reading, then speaking, then writing. So if you watch all those videos, then you understand exactly how my training program works. All right? Thank you very much.